On today's video, I'm going to take a hunt I had in 2021. It was Halloween day, but I killed a 10 point with a bow in Zone D. I'm just going to go through and kind of re-edit. It was actually I think the third hunt I'd ever filmed. Plus, one of my cameras died. I didn't have a camera arm, so the footage it isn't the best, but none of mine is really. I'm still learning. If you may have already seen the full video on the Florida Country Outdoors YouTube channel. I showed a clip from it in one of my other videos about how the bucks were laying on a point or whatever. But this video here is not really going to be educational. It's just going to be something to watch. Before we get into that, I just created a Facebook group because it's getting hard. Not that I'm overly popular, but it's getting hard for me to keep up with all the YouTube comments, because once I reply and somebody else replies, then I don't see all the notifications. So just to keep from missing something, I created a Facebook group. It's just Derek Norwood Outdoors Forum. If I can, I'll put a link here in the description. But just go on there and join, and then we can bounce ideas off each other and stuff. I think it'll be a little simpler for me. Just a little backstory before I get into it. On the morning hunt of Halloween day, I was probably 250 yards from where the buck ended up being bedded, but I didn't want to push in too close because I wasn't sure where he was exactly. I didn't want to take a chance on spooking him. So anyway, didn't see anything. Let the wind pick up. I got down, went over to where this hump picks up, to where, and basically picked out my tree stand setup midday when the wind was up. But I'm basically, to access my stand, I'm going across the ridge, really almost crawling, hunched all the way over, just so I know there's no chance the deer see me. And it worked, because they were, I walked 100 yards from them, 75 yards from them midday, and then again to access my stand. So they never had a clue. So we'll get into the video now, and I hope y'all enjoy it. It's 4:45. I just got up here in a tree. I'm not far from where I was this morning, but about 9:30 this morning I got down and slipped over here to where I jumped a couple bucks and back in dog season. They burnt this block since then. It's a lot more open, but there's still some bedding, thick enough places to bed. And then right here behind me on this ridge, and right over here in front of me, I don't know what they're eating on. There's acorns in these little strands, but they've just, buck tracks, just got it beat down. Buck tracks and buck poop everywhere. So I think they're still laying right here close, but I don't know where. And the wind's kind of swirling right now. I don't know, I may blow it, but I've only got 2 days left to hunt, so I'm just getting in there amongst them. I'll show you what I'm looking at. Got this open juniper strand out here in front of me. It runs like that, and there's a real thick pocket over there. Hoping the wind don't blow that way. So far, it's thick. It looks thick, but it's open underneath the bushes. It runs back here and makes a point with that other creek over there, and no bed in the point of that ridge right there in them thicker bushes. And there's a hooking. I couldn't see it last year because all this was so thick, but there's a tree hooked right there against a big pine, and I jumped some of them bucks up on the very top of that ridge. There's like 3 ridges. There's one this way, this one, and another one on the other side of the strand. But I would jump him on the top of these ridges, and that's almost what it looks like. He had a hooking in his bed over there. So hopefully they just moved to a little thicker area, but still bedding the same way, but I don't know. There's all kind of buck tracks in here, probably a bachelor group or something. But I'm stuck out. I'll put once it gets a little bit later, the sun will be at my back. Or just about at my back, but I picked the biggest tree right here where I could shoot to where I wanted to. They could come down this ridge. There was a bunch of tracks using the first row of trees coming right down the road. I don't know what that was, but there's a thick patch over there at the end of this ridge. Oh, it makes another thick, but I was assuming they would be right here. This is going to be the thickest and most centrals here. I hadn't measured the distance, but Justin rode out here with me, and when we parked the truck, he went in across this strand. I would assume about 400 yards. He took his climber. Gonna find the tree to climb. If they went out on one of them points over there, that's just thinking they're in this thick area, but I'm picking up to sit up here and be still. When it gets a little later, I'm just gonna stand up and hug the tree. I'm stuck out here in the wide open. And if they come from behind me, that's a hill. So when they come up over that hill, they're about eye level. But we'll see. Hopefully they'll come out right here somewhere. It's 5:28. That little spike went off out there in the strand about 10 minutes ago. I just happened to be standing up there just like I was leaning on a tree, looking that direction. I watched him stand up out of a blowed down tie-dye tree. I was hoping a big one was going to be there with him, but I'm losing confidence now. I hope that wasn't the only one there, but looks like it. We'll see. The wind got a little more steady, blowing behind me, blowing to my back. So another one. There's plenty of daylight left. Another one come out of this other point over here to my left. It's kind of why I'm hiding behind this tree, because I can't see as good that way into the sun. just need his grandbaby to do it. There he is, he's down. Son, that's a big buck. That got me fired up. Whew. I ain't been that excited in years. That is a monster for here. Whew, I'm shaking. He's down right there, didn't go 30 yards. That's the buck I've been after for 2 years. I watched him get up at 75 yards at 6:45. I couldn't have been no better. My shot was about 3 to 4 yards before he hit where I walked in. So I waited. That was going to be the closest shot I had. Whew, I'm shaking. I don't do that much. Y'all won't get to see me shake much. Whew, that's a big buck. And the plan came together. It don't get no better feeling than that. I just watched him for a long time. My camera was dying. It's 7 o'clock. Sage just came. I shot him at 16, 18 yards. It just took him 15 minutes to work his way down there to me to the browsing. I'm gonna get down while there's a little light right over there and try to get him. Do you know what he looks like in the daylight? Because I don't care what goes by now. That was awesome. I just got on the ground. I got so excited because I watched him fall. I forgot to mark where he was standing, so I'm from air. I'm gonna have to watch the video back. I'm gonna try to get over here to the deer. Well, I got a little daylight. He was standing right here somewhere at the bend. I don't see it right there, but it's right here at me somewhere. Oh, look. See the gun by it? I should be able to find it and burn. I just have to watch the video back and see where it is. I want to go look at this thing. I don't care about the hair. I just put my hands on him. He's bigger than I thought he was. That right there's the reason I came in here. What is he at? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 point. Well, that was exciting. There's no better satisfaction than as much time, and it ain't on camera, but as much time and thought goes into how I came in here, the tree I set up in with the wind swirling, how this point lays out. My truck is parked where the deer came from, basically, but 500 yards past it. So I could have came down the strand and had a 400-yard walk to get in here. But instead of doing that and taking a chance on bumping that deer, and I walked, hunched down coming across this ridge because I thought one might be bedded right here. Because I came in from here and came right across the middle of the ridge, and my stand right there. And I just hunched down and came across here. The little spike got up on the other side of this thick right here and came by, and I watched this one get up about 45 yards over there. And he came down this edge. Shot him right there and he ran through here. But I walked from my truck all the way down this road, a little better than a half mile. And I cut in over here and came across here and set up when I could have walked 3 minutes and been in my stand. And it paid off. You ought to see the pins I've got all over this place, and I narrowed it down to right there. There's 3 spots he could have been, but that's the one I thought he was in. And I was right. It don't get no better than that. I'm not real sure what you can see, but Justin was over about 400 or 500 yards. I hollered, and he heard me and answered. And he's gonna drive my truck all the way down here instead of me having to go all the way out there. Come in and help me drag this thing out. I bet he'll be surprised. I played a joke on him the other day. Told him I killed a monster when I didn't, but this is the one I've been after, so he knows it's a big one. He knows I ain't normally one to holler in the woods either. I normally don't do more than whisper where I'm scouting or not. Man, I'm excited. That's it. That's a public land monster for up here. That's why I drove 5 hours to get here. I've hunted here a long time, my whole life. My dad hunted here his whole life. May have killed one that big. In the dogwoods. Okay. Yeah. Put him, but that one. All right. But the other way. Oh. And there he is. We got him to the truck. And we're about wore out. We're about fell out. Justin pulled the truck down here where we only had dragging about 300-400 yards. But he's out. We're gonna get him to camp, get him clean, try to take some pictures of him at camp, I guess. It was kind of too dark. Get pictures of him, but I'm excited. Come here. You ready? You better put some shoes on for this one. Drop. How about that?
That's a big one. Huh?
Yeah, that's a big one. So one I've been after for 2 years.
My goodness.
I won't be after him no more. It's 10 o'clock and I'm still excited. It hadn't wore off yet. We just got done eating. Put a jacket on. I'm gonna clean this deer. Appreciate y'all watching. It's a good feeling when a plan comes together. If you got any questions on my thought process or anything going after this one, just ask in the comments. I'll be happy to reply and see what I think. You ain't always right when you get in there, but I have a lot of success hunting what I think is close to beds and pushing the limit. I know I push it too much sometimes, but sometimes you have to. If I get 10 opportunities, you know, I may kill one. I want to be close to him every time I sit. And sometimes it pays off, sometimes it don't. Today it did. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel just to help me with the YouTube analytics, and go join the Facebook group. It'll make it easier on me, and I appreciate it. I'll answer any questions I can, or have conversations, or maybe we even hunt together, who knows. But thank y'all for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.